Welcome. Let me introduce you guys back to TOP promo time. So, I'm sitting here with Mr. Tommy Guns.
Yo.
Mr. Mean Dean. Mr. Mean Dean, give a shout out on that mic, man.
I just want to do the Wolfpack howl.
Well, give it to me.
Ow!
Doom.
Oh my God.
Man, that beat. Let me ask you fans, does the Wolfpack not get you excited when you hear that intro? Do they not get you fired up? Do you not
Get
just
to the
think...
show, JG.
Sorry, I'm getting way sidetracked, guys.
Are you
but
like
hey,
a 12-year-old girl right now?
Yeah,
I am right now,
yeah.
and I'm okay with that. But
I'm
hey,
always like that, yeah.
back to business, fellas. Welcome back. We back again. We just want to give you the content that you guys deserve and you guys crave. Now that we back, let me ask you guys, man, what are some of the best shoots, best works in wrestling history, man? I mean, 2002. Let me give you an idea. We got Piper goes heat on Russo in the TNA. Piper talks and blames Russo about Owen Hart death.
That was
J
insane.
Money, how you feel about that, man?
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy because Piper came out and he literally told Vince Russo that you killed Owen Hart. And that, like, for wrestling fans, we know what it felt like for Owen Hart to die. I went to my mom and cried on Monday night, and I was like, Owen Hart died, I can't believe it. She's like, you didn't even know that guy? I was like, you don't have no fucking clue what's going on here. Like, I knew, like, I felt Owen Hart's death so much. And
Like,
for
wrestlers
Piper to
are family.
use that, if it was a work, I hate Piper, even though he's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. But if it was a real shoot, then I get it. You know what I mean? What about you, Tommy?
I feel it's kind of like, like you're mixing reality with a work, like you can't bring a real life death.
One of the worst deaths in history.
Yeah, like he fell from 80 feet.
Yeah, that's insane.
But you can't bring that into, like, I feel there's a line drawn between. There
Tommy,
should be.
I want to piggyback right off what you're saying right now, man. I'm sorry to cut you off, man. This is kind of a huge topic to me, man. I'll never forget, man. I'm sitting at my apartment, and I'm watching this pay-per-view, and then it cuts to all black, man. At the time, man, I kind of had an idea of what happened, but I didn't fully understand it. It wasn't until I kicked back on later that night, man. At the time, the internet was just popping, man. I just happened to turn Sorry, it wasn't even www.com. I don't even know what the site at the time was. But I see Owen Hart had passed away, man. I seen the tragic incident, man. Yep. And keep in mind, I seen the blackout during the pay-per-view, and it was just something weird to me. And still to this day, man, that's one of them unsettling moments that no matter how much time's passed, whenever that moment's relived, I will never feel fully comfortable with it. Like,
so for Piper to go out and say something about Owen, that's tough.
Just really restirred the emotions for me, man. I mean, for me, it just made me feel like that helpless boy all over again, who just seen Owen Hart laying there. Everything cut to black. I know what's happening. Yeah. Sometimes we have to keep reality, and fiction.
Yeah, that's true. What about, and honestly, TOP fans, this is all about Russo, apparently, because he's all about the shoot and work.
Yeah.
What about Russo, Bash at the Beach, 2000, goes heat on Hogan, Jeff Jarrett lays down. One of the most iconic WCW moments ever.
See, like, I'm kind of like in the outskirts of this.
Okay.
Like, I feel like Hogan and Russo were in on it together.
Really?
I feel like Russo went out there being Billy Badass, and making it work and making this big deal, but Hogan was like on the backside of it.
If that was a work, then Russo's a genius, is what you're saying.
I'm Russo.
Never in my life.
I think Russo is a genius. In my opinion, like, I feel like he went out there spitting all this shit, and like Hogan's on the back knowing, like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
J Money, Mr. Mean Dean, give me 30 seconds or less, man. That's all I need, man. It's real simple for me, Tommy. Yo, everything you named about that is trash. I'm sorry. This is where the personal opinion comes into effect. Hey, and that's why this makes us brothers.
Exactly. I get it. I get it.
Brother, Jeff Jarrett is the worst thing that ever happened to wrestling ever. He can't sell it. He can't sell a seat. He can't get a dime to put the booty in the seat. You know what his problem with every championship run he's ever had? He shouldn't have deserved those. You know where he should have been all his life? The Intercontinental Championship run. That's it. Outside of that, Jeff Jarrett is garbage. You know the greatest thing he did with his whole career is the Karen Angle. I get it, pun on the words, but hey, that's how I entitled him. But the realism of it is, King of the Mountain, he's garbage. TNA champion, he's garbage. Intercontinental champion is in WWE. Let's be honest. If it wasn't for the Road Dogg, he'd never had a career to even step on. Like
talking about
for me, I'm over
Double
this.
J.
Yeah, Double J is
Cowboy hat and the strap,
Double J should be double 9, and he should be shot with the 9 every time.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
Sorry for the unexpected heat, fellas, but it had to happen.
I'd shoot on him. Let's go.
I can't do it. I don't know, man.
The man took more money to give China the title, which China deserved the title at the time because they were trying to promote women wrestlers as being dominant and in that faction.
But wait a minute,
this dude needed to call Vince to get more money just to shoot a pay-per-view that he lost this shit. Let's be honest. Jeff Jarrett, my issue with TNA going forward in the future is you running the program again. If you stay behind the stages, phenomenal. This program is going to be amazing. Finally, we might have a competitor to Vince's fucking title. But if you put yourself in the title program again, where you're putting yourself at the hunt, are you fucking serious? You're 100 years old. Even Ethan Carter III could beat your fucking ass. Let's be real. Mike the Miracle could get you. Christy Hemme could get you. Dude, Jeff Jarrett, I'm sorry this was never supposed to turn into a shoot, but you are done, man. You have got to go. Stay behind the stages. Once I see you on camera, your fucking ass is done. Your program is done. TNA is garbage. Lucha number 2 all day.
I got 3 words. Global Force Wrestling. And that's over. It's over. Yeah, it's done.
So you're going to get me heated again, man.
No,
we talking about the pyramid scheme?
No.
This scheme where Jeff Jarrett said, if you send me money, I'll give you a little autograph picture, a little promo that says you're invited to this. No, Jeff Jarrett, once again, stay behind the scenes. You are never due up front. Your face is not meant for camera. You are like me. Your voice is for radio. Your face is not for camera.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
All right, let's move on. Jerry Lawler invades ECW.
I like it.
I like it too.
I like Jerry Lawler doing his whole ECW based out of a
bingo hall.
Yeah. But tell me how you really feel, man, because sometimes I hear you really passionate about this issue, man. You're like, fuck Jerry Lawler, man. ECW was bringing the heat, and Jerry Lawler just blew it off like it was WCW.
I feel like...
How do you really feel, man?
I feel like ECW was bringing the heat, and Jerry Lawler was trying to bring him up, and it didn't succeed. And Jerry Lawler was going...
Weird.
That's just so strange, man.
It was like Jerry Lawler was trying to bring him up. You know what I'm saying? And like they couldn't match the mustard.
Do you think the plateau hit for them, or do you think Jerry the King just fucking ran his little gimmick so hard that it really took away the credit that ECW was building?
I've liked Jerry Lawler. I'm a wrestling guy.
I know, since the Memphis days.
He made Andy Kaufman a guy. So how can you not make ECW someone special?
No, I mean he went in there and
you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, fuck.
No, that was the best heel work I've seen. Yeah.
Well,
we're talking about slap on camera to Andy Kaufman's face, pile driver.
No, like Andy Kaufman slapped Jerry Lawler.
No, I'm in agreement, man. Jerry Lawler, amazing. I mean, that man could definitely carry a Bret Hart, Isaac Yankem, Jerry Lawler.
Yeah.
Need I say more?
Could he carry Isaac Yankem?
He did.
Isaac Yankem couldn't carry Isaac Yankem.
Hey, well now he's Kane and he's made a whole career out of this shit, so...
Alright, let's roll on to the next one. And last one, Samoa Joe, Turning Point 2007 TNA pay-per-view, goes heat on Hall and Waltman because they no-showed that pay-per-view. So
for me, it's real simple, man. I mean, I'm sorry to cut you off, J Money, but for me, it's real simple, man. Like, you know how I feel about Scott Hall. You know how I feel about fucking Mr. Wallman. Unfortunately, there were no shows, man. I mean, it's that simple to me. There's nothing else to continue.
They wanted the money.
The greatest person about that match, Samoa Joe.
That's true. And Kevin Nash bitch slapped him for it, for his promo. From what I understood, Kevin Nash said, were those your words or were those Russo's words? And Joe said, no, those were my words. And so he bitch slapped him. And first of all, Kevin Nash, whether he's a businessman or not, that dude... I mean, he needs to take a backseat to Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is a fucking man. Kevin Nash is a businessman. Let's be real. You separate the two.
You know what? The way I feel about Samoa Joe, he's one of Triple H's boys. So I feel like the way you make it right is have Samoa Joe versus Nash.
You talking about now?
What are we
Now.
talking about? That
Fuck
inflamed
Nash
elbow?
up.
We talking about every injury that a wrestler can get. Nash
You make it
has
happen.
twice.
Nash heals up his ACL, his MCL, whatever he has.
Inflamed elbow, all the rest carries
has
on.
it going on. Have those two going on. You know what? Make it happen at a match.
All right. Well,
Man, I'm sorry, guys. I've been sitting here stewing on this issue, man, and it's really this Samoa Joe issue that brings it up for me, man. And we talk about going heat on Hall and Waltman. You know what's really simple for me, man? Hall and fucking Waltman deserved it. You know how I feel about Razor Ramon, aka Scott Hall. But you know what pisses me off, man? They can never put the fucking drugs aside just to get focused on the scene. You know what Samoa Joe has always done? And let's be honest. Is that the physique that you think of a normal wrestler that Vince McMahon's gonna love? No. Is that the aggression that you think a normal wrestler Vince McMahon's gonna love? No. But you know what Samoa Joe brings? The total fucking package. You know what really pisses me off about that match? It was a point in that man's career where he could have been put over by two of the greatest of all time. Yes, I said two of the greatest of all time. You have any hesitation? Come at me with that, and I promise we can get a discussion. You've proven I'm wrong all day. But you know the simple fact is Samoa Joe is amazing. He might be one of the top 3 greatest wrestlers in the game today. No ifs, ands, or buts. You know the simple fact is, man, he's always been put up with somebody that he has to do the excess of the work for. And what does he always do? Make it a career match. Make it the most memorable match in that person's career. You know the only problem is we have people like Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, who seem to go over top, Kurt Angle or AJ Styles, who seem to go over the top of Samoa Joe, make his match look more performable. But the funny thing is, he's really the one carrying the match the whole time. It's funny, J-Money. I don't got much more to say on this topic other than Samoa Joe, probably the greatest wrestler we're going to ever see with our own eyes personally, without having to look at rewinded footage. But I'm going to drop it to you because you know best of all.
Yeah, close it out. I agree. That's all I have to say.
Well, hey, with that being said, guys, this is a short little rant promo from us. This is JG, Tommy G, and the main man, Mean Dean, signing off and saying we'll see you next week.